not too big where you should get scared, but this is where humanity defines itself. Like, and we've been defining ourselves all through history, and we've been, you know, going towards certain places, and right now we're going towards the wrong place, and we're defining ourselves in the wrong way. And it's time, if you're a targeted individual, to define yourself. You define yourself. You define yourself. Your attackers don't define you. No matter how big this technology is, no matter how advanced, they don't define you. They never define you. They never control you. Like our minds, our bodies, our hearts, they can, microwaves, electromagnetic frequencies, they can persuade those things in us. There's something else, guys. There's something else. I can promise you. It's not a theory. It's not a faith. It's something I've seen throughout my whole life. And I don't want to tell y'all to believe something on faith. I don't want to say, believe this and have faith in it. Like, I've seen it. I've seen it. I've seen the most incredible people do the most incredible things. I've seen people who don't understand things save people. Just believe. Please believe. Please keep fighting. There's so much stuff out there to defend yourself with, and I've gotten into a place where it's still torture. They're still there, but it could be, God, it could be a million times worse. Like, I literally, okay, with a kind of a thing with numbers, I'm gonna say it could be 100% worse. It could be 100% worse, definitely. Like, if I didn't, have defenses and stuff like that, it could be like where they hit me in the chest with something and I can't stop that pain. I can't stop that pain and I have to leave or something like that. There's stuff out there, there's equipment that and you can't get, it is a fight. It is a fight because they have weaponry and they can, get more weaponry, or they can strengthen the signal or something like that. But the technology exists to buffer it. And please have hope in that. If nothing else, please believe that that exists. It exists, and I've experimented with it. And just please believe in that. And even if it's not strong enough now, it's coming. So even if we don't fix this and we can't get people, we can't get the DoD to be like, hey, we're going to go ahead and end this experimentation now, or get the DHS to be like, well, this program's really not working, we're not catching terrorists. All these agencies that are trying to do different things and kind of coming together, and it's been a big cluster F. There's solutions still, resources, and I've always said it. And I've seen it. I don't just believe in it, I've seen it. When I say that God will show us resources that we could have never imagined, like that we could have never imagined. That, like, I'm thinking of some pretty smart stuff to defend myself right now, but God is way ahead of me, and He's got something down the line that is a resource or something for this to stop it. And I've seen it time and time again, and it builds and it builds and it builds. So I'm sorry about being emotional. My eyes, I had a rough night. I had a rough night with a friend, and I understand. Like, it's sometimes it's like even the smartest people who want to help us, it's like, it just gets it gets weird. They don't understand completely, and even the smartest, most faithful people, and it's tough for me. It's tough for me to deal with that, and it's not like, I'm still friends with the person, and we're gonna work it out, but it's tough. It's really tough, and I'm glad I'm making this video because I was holding it in, and this stuff can really change you. It can really make you bitter, and you just like, people don't understand, screw them, or they're doing this or they're doing that. Like there's a better way. There's always a better way. There's always a better way for everything. For everything. For this thing they're doing to us, for the ways that we react to it, for the ways that we communicate with the people, who don't want to be involved, for the ways we communicate with people we want in our lives who don't believe in this. And there's always a better way. There's always a better way. Like God has always shown me a way to adapt to it. And, there are people in my life who, even though they're confused and they want me to get better. They think maybe it's insanity or something like that. They still help me with things that concretely save my life. And there's something there. So don't give up on that. Like, if people don't believe in you, they want to help you, don't be like, well, you don't believe me, so I'm just gonna, whatever. Don't do that. Just don't do it, And y'all know, like, I mean, some people talk about, maybe their family's involved or whatever. You gotta be the decision maker, but work hard on those things, on those people who maybe don't believe you and they're helping you. I have been saved by those people. They don't believe. They just, I don't believe what you're saying, but they'll still, help me with, like, tons of problems in my life. And God, that's so important. I mean, we're important to each other. Targeted individuals are important to each other. We're important in what we talk about, but it's everybody. It's everybody involved. Don't give up on anybody, and they won't give up on you. It's like this weird spiritual mirror that can save us. And it will. I don't have faith in it. I've seen God do miracles time and time again in my life and in this world. I know that death is part of life, and I know that, cruelty, wherever this comes from, what these people are doing, it existed before without the technology, but miracles exist also, and harmony exists also. So just keep fighting for that. Alright, guys, I'm sorry about getting so emotional. I just had and he'll probably watch this video, so I want him to see it. I want to see it because I want these videos to be true. Like, for some of the time, I kind of want to, get better production value and, get somebody videotaping me and really, think about what I'm doing. And, I'm like, man, this is a total flop, I'm crying on the video. But, God speaks in my heart, and I trust in Him totally, and I trust in Him totally, and I'm sad because I'm a human, and I'm in a human situation that's making a lot of people sad, and it's hurting a lot of people. I mean, including me, but I mean, that's not the big thing. It's the kind of the waves of sadness that spread out. I really trust in God, and I really trust in what He puts in my heart to say on these videos, and so that's where I'm coming from. And I know a lot of you leave your comments, guys that are very logical, and you're like, you're making us look bad. Please leave your comments. I want discourse. I want those comments to be seen. Like, I want people who are like, man, you shouldn't get emotional. You should be more scientific. You should do this in a certain way. I want your discourse because it's a valid form of discourse. I want people who are like, you need to take your meds. I want those people to leave discourse. I want people who are like, I feel how you feel. I want them to leave discourse. That's how we're going to get through it. Like, no human being can talk about the stuff that none of us are capable of dealing with alone. We can't do this and expect, like, oh, everybody cheers, everybody or everybody doesn't like it, or everybody understands discourse. That's the most important thing for our society. If we don't have discourse, and we have people who are like, I'll do that, I don't care what it is, then it becomes something like what's being done to us. So I want to tell y'all straight up, if you think like, hey, you look ugly, you're crying, leave discourse. If you think, yeah, that really touched me, I feel that way too, leave discourse. If you think that's the worst way to get across to people who aren't targeted individuals, leave discourse. Please leave comments on my channel. Please leave comments no matter what you feel about this. Everybody talking about things and figuring things out is how I believe life works. I believe critical thinking is so important, and all my heroes have been critical thinkers, and they've been, people who are unique or weird in society or whatever. They haven't really fit in, and that's the greatness, the great inventions, the great ideas that come from America. That's where they're from. They're from uniqueness, being weird, being different. A group mentality is death to me anyway. It's death to this country anyway. So, I know a lot of you feel that way. I know a lot of targeted individuals. You feel like it's either fight or, I can't live this way anyway. I don't want society to be like this. Like, people can be lied about and murdered, and everybody just goes along with it. So that's how I am, and there's no other choice for me. If I seal my fate with these, if I speak well and I help people and that gets me in trouble, that's fine. I've told y'all what I've done. I've told all the targeted individuals and any agencies out there who may be watching these videos or whatever. I've told everybody what I've done. I've smoked weed. I've definitely looked at conspiracy videos. I believe that there are conspiracies within the government, and I research everything. I critically think through everything, and I don't take anything at face value or what somebody just tells me. And if that's a crime in our society, I know smoking weed was a crime when I did it, but I haven't done it in like a half a year or more. Those are my crimes. Like, I'll admit them. I guess I'm doing that at the end of the video, which is, I don't need to justify it. Like, I don't need to justify it. I don't feel like, I didn't feel an urge to be like, this is what I've done. But, I don't know. I'm trying to just round out everything. The things that I feel at this moment are beyond what I've ever felt before. It's not something that anybody's ever tackled before, so we think in new ways, we feel in new ways, we deal in new ways. And so the things that I'm feeling right now, I never would have ever guessed that I would have ever had these feelings in my life. I never would have thought that something would have been a challenge where it's such a challenge, but people don't believe you also, and you're victimized, by murderers or rapists, and then you're also criminalized or seen as mentally unstable. I faced things that are very challenging, like Crohn's disease, where everybody's been together. They knew what I was going through. It was easy compared to this. So these feelings and these things that I say, I don't know what to say. And that's the main thing of this video. I don't know how to react to it. And this may seem very, very dramatic or childlike to some people who are targeted individuals and who are doing a very serious job, but I'm putting out a lot of videos, and this is this one. It's gone into a longer video, so I guess I'll have to find a way to upload it to a computer, which I will. Because there's always a way. They block, my computers, my mom's office computers, They do it like